thing I'm most excited for moving forward that I think is going to happen pretty soon is to finally see Dragon make his move. I want to see, because it's been like 20 years and it's like he's been there, he's doing his thing. We have a Gorosei member outside the palace. Like he's outside the room, right? It's like, what better of a reason to make a massive hit to the government than to have one of these people in the open? And then it's like now would be a great time for Dragon, whatever he's going to do, to make a move and to show himself. So I'm so excited to go and see that and what he does, because it's going to be such a monumental moment, and it's going to rattle everybody. The government's going to be, holy he's here. He's here. Get him. Like he's out. And he's gonna come in full force. It's gonna be insane. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I think is the next big thing to happen. I mean, other than the massive event that shocked the world of what that is, I hope that Dragon is somewhat involved because I want that to happen.
Hey, that's a really good take, because I don't hear a lot of people saying Dragon is like. I mean, obviously Dragon's hype and everyone wants to see him generally, but I don't hear often that like people are, that's like their top thing they're looking for usually.
Yeah,
so
okay.
That's really cool. Because for me, you kind of alluded to it, like it's been 25 years, and the coolest, I shouldn't say the coolest thing, but like the biggest thing I guess Dragon has done is stop Smoker from attacking Luffy, right? Like we just see his face all the time, like reacting to things pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Other than like maybe like in that little flashback with Ivankov, when Ivankov was like, Dragon, you're always looking east. Like other than that, it's like he's like so stoic, it's like come on, man, like he's the most wanted man, and we know like zilch. I guess we saw like he's like the leader of the freedom fighters recently, so that's pretty cool. But for me, it's always been like, man, like I just like stopped thinking about it, like is the way I think about it. I'm like, man, Oda's just gonna bring Dragon in whenever. Like I'm not even gonna theorize about it. Like he's obviously hiding it for some big reason, like whatever. So I just think it's really cool that you're excited for that, because I don't want to say I lost hope. Like obviously I know it's gonna be hype, but I almost like forget about him, because I'm like, man, he's never there. You know what I mean? Like never. So but whenever he does come in the story, which I do think it'll be soon, because like if you think about it, obviously being in the Revolutionary Army and like going to Dressrosa, they were like tracking world government supply chain stuff. This is actually something I talked about in my second video, where I think the Revolutionary Army, I think their goal, at least in the meantime, has been pretty much destroying the supply chains. Like the government can't fight, is like, because like where are they getting weapons from? How are they getting devil fruits? Like that kind of stuff. Like if you can stop that, that is a huge factor, right? And so I think now that a lot of the government resources are being spent, like they're sending even a Gorosei member and an admiral and all these fleets or whatever over to Egghead, and Kuma's now attacking the Red Line, which is like, okay, like that's pretty interesting, right? So there's a lot of forces being leveraged. Like Inakainu's kind of been like, man, I don't like, he hasn't said this directly, but he's kind of been like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Like, how do I react to all these different things? Like, there's so much going on in the world. And so I do think that Dragon's time is very soon because of that. Like the world is right. Like the government is weakened, at least, or they're spread so thin at this point that he can strike, is the way I think about it. And what I hope is we get to see Dragon versus Emu. That's like we just see Dragon show up in a room with Emu. Like, I've been waiting to meet up with you. And it's just like, Dragon's so badass, he just got into Emu's room with no one noticing. And like, that would be the type of thing that would like, this is why Oda's been waiting. Like, like this is like, that would be so huge. So that's what I hope. But I think it's really cool that you're looking forward to it.
That would make a lot of sense too, because like his his motivation is to go directly and take down like the government, go after him. And it's like, if you have everyone spread so thin and he's seeing about what's going on, why not just kind of go into there and just kind of direct attack it from the inside, like from the top. Instead of maybe putting himself out there and trying to attack a single Gorosei member, why not go for go for the heart, like go straight for it.
And if you think about it, like, and not saying that the power levels are equal, but right now, like, we don't know what's happened with Sabo, and we know one of the Gorosei members left, meaning there's Emu and 4 Gorosei members remaining at Pangaea Castle, unless more of them left, but I think it's safe to presume that's probably the case. Like 4 of them are still there. And, we have Dragon and his 4 commanders, right? Like the east, west, north, south. So I could see him infiltrating now and you know, with his 4 commanders to take on Imu and the 4 Gorosei. And again, not saying that those commanders are as strong as the Gorosei, because I'm sure the Gorosei are powerful personally.
Yeah.
I would highly doubt they're weak. So I do think that's a possibility where like now is the time where Dragon's like, okay, if I go into to Pangea Castle, it's just me and the top dogs. You know, like it's not. I won't have to deal with a bunch of admirals showing up and other marines and all, you know, all this stuff happening. It's just me and the top dogs fighting. Like I can do that. So that would be a really cool thing, because I mean Morley just infiltrated there anyways, so he knows how to get in.